Hello everybody and welcome to our SBH shoring webinar. My name is Volker Friedrich and I'm the representative of SBH from Germany for Asia Pacific and especially here in India. I would like to give you a short presentation of about 20 minutes about our products and our technology for the shoring industry. We have one thing in common with the game of cricket, and that is that we would like to win the project like you want to win a game of cricket and at the same time protect all your players. So our product is about safety, it's about productivity, it's about having the tools to win a game, or in our words, to make a shoring project successful and profitable. Shoring is not a very common topic in a general discussion in social talk. It's a topic for the specialists, for the shoring engineers, the technicians who are having to plan for a project, the site workers who are doing the work on the ground. And thus, shoring, we can say, is not a very sexy product or a very interesting, emotionally attractive industry, not like Facebook or Google, or has nothing to do with artificial intelligence. But if you are talking to the people who are concerned, it has a very, very important relevance for our infrastructure to work, for our drainage system to be state of the art. And when we are executing projects, we need to make sure that our environment and our infrastructure adjacent to the project is still working. So the importance of shoring is usually underestimated, and we have a lot of failing performances which are causing a lot of delays in traffic, penalties for the contractors. We have accidents, and we also are seeing a lot of counterfeit products which are not engineered or designed to withstand the soil pressure. So we have a gray market here, and it's making life difficult sometimes because prices are undercut with very cheap products, and you cannot compare those locally manufactured products from a little fabricator shop with our highly engineered and highly designed products from Germany. So we are trying to avoid damages, we are trying to save and rescue buildings and roads and railways. And our mission and our passion in India is that we are finding like-minded people, customers, partners, consulting engineers, architects, designers, who are also with us in the mission and in the passion for safety in the project site. Typically, shoring looks like this. We have old-fashioned traditional methods which are working somehow. We have timber shoring, we have a lot of sheet pile shoring with all the plus and minus related to them. We see simple wooden shoring just from a few planks. You are hammering together some improvised shoring. Of course, if soil conditions permit, you are going for open cut shoring. Now, a few words about the company itself. SBH, as I mentioned, is a company sitting in Germany with the headquarters in the western part of Germany, nearby Cologne. And the company is in existence for about 30 years. It is family owned by Mr. Deussen. He has been regularly traveling to India. Now, because of the corona, we have to delay the visit a little bit, but for surely we will come towards mid of the year. The product range of the SBH shoring products is from very small and shallow trenches of 1.5 meter up to 10 meter depth and 12 meter width. You will see the applications later on, and we can say that the parts are from structural steel, heavily designed. We have no wear and tear, and it's a little bit like a plug and play Lego system for the workers and the technicians at site. We have automated robotic welding production systems. So this is the reason why we are concentrating on one manufacturing site in Germany only. SBH is certified with all the ISO and TÜV standards. We are undergoing regularly our health and safety procedures, and we are really a state-of-the-art factory in Germany. We are usually asked whether or not we are planning to set up our plant or a subsidiary or joint venture here in India for production, and the answer to that is yes, we are considering, but we have to see that the economies of scale has to be there. And even though we know that it is cheaper in terms of labor cost to manufacture in India, because we have a very highly automated production, it will be very difficult to beat our quality and to cut our costing by manufacturing the product of the same standard in India. But we are open for opportunities. So if you have any idea how we can work together in India, you are welcome. This is a world map, and you see that SBH is active all over the world. We have supplied the product to more than 50 countries, from South America to Australia, South Africa, so really across the world. And we are in India here now today, and even in India we have put our foot down. We started about 2001, 2002 with our first little testing of the waters, and since 2010, 2011 we have our own team here in India on the ground. We do site training, we do seminars, technical seminars with chambers, with contractors, with the water authorities, and they are always well received, and we are happy that we really have a nice and good presence in India. A little bit more detailed what we're doing in India. We have around about 15 construction sites. We have about 8 or 10 customers. That is not too much, but we are building on that reference list slow and steady. And as you see on the map here, we are usually required to supply our equipment in the coastal areas where we have a lot of water, a high water level. And this is what I will explain a little later. One of the advantages of the systems. So we are spreading our equipment and the customers because our system is being used repetitively. After the one job is completed, they ship the equipment to the next site. So it is up to the customers where the system is installed, and obviously once a project is finished, you move it on to your next site where it is of use. Some names here: we have been serving SPML, Larsen Toubro, Shapoorji, Vishwa, and a few others. So all of them are very happy to be of reference, and you can call them and check on their experience. This is a short video by one of the engineers of Larsen & Toubro. You can click on the YouTube link provided here, and you can hear from one of the people on the ground who are working with the system. Now I would like to go into a little bit more detail of the benefits and the technical and commercial aspects of our system. Now, if you are in the position to use our system, the following advantages apply. We have a much better project planning, and we are very safe in the execution of the work. We have a much better cost-benefit structure, and you will make a better profit in the execution of the project. One reason for that is that you have much less soil for removal and replacing. We have no damages to the adjacent properties. We are avoiding unsafe conditions for the workers, and usually the project is finished 3 times faster than by using conventional methods. Our system doesn't require any repairs at all. There is no hydraulic, there is no electronics, it's just metal. And of course, by using the system, there will be scratches and a bit of wear and tear on the paint, but the functionality is always given. We have much less requirement for people and for workers. And obviously, we are also not having any issue with disposals. This chart is a comparison of the various shoring methods like SBH shoring, a V-cut method of shoring, timber shoring, and sheet pile shoring. So I will leave this chart for you to study a little bit, and I just want to focus on the SBH system, where we are giving you a pre-engineered design. You get technical drawings you can submit for your tender applications. We have extremely fast time for installation. As mentioned earlier, our usage of labor is very, very limited. We usually need a good excavator driver and 2 or 3 helping hands. And the next one is of critical importance when you are judging our system. We have a 10-year warranty on the system, and that means that you can use the system hundreds of times over. And one customer in Mumbai, for instance, they are using our system for the last 8 or 9 years already. So it's more or less unlimited reusage, and this is bringing down your average costing dramatically. So you really have to take that into consideration, and this is giving us a little bit of a hurdle when we are talking to potential customers, because they will see the one-time investment at the beginning. And of course, if you only depreciate this investment over one single project, let's say for the first 2 or 3 months, however long you want to use it, and you put all the depreciation and all the capital requirement into that project, the financial people will say, sorry, not working, not feasible. But the right thing to do and the logical thing to do is to spread it over time and spread it over the number of projects you are using that system. So this is a key economic advantage, and of course you have very high safety, we have no wastage, and we have a watertight system. You will see some pictures in the later part of the presentation. Now here again a visualization of the investment. I have given here 3 sample projects, and you will see a little bit of a higher investment requirement, but over time the profit with SBH will surely and guaranteed go up. So the economics of that system, of this methodology, is proven all over the world, and it will work 100% in India as well. Now, in the next couple of slides, I show you some video tutorials and site pictures. Here we see a site where we are laying pipelines. I would say roughly that is a 30-meter stretch, and we are going 4 or 5 meter deep, which is a typical working depth of our system. Here again we see a 5-minute video, and you just need to click or retype the link on the YouTube. That will give you a good explanation and an animation how the system is installed. Here again is a second video of a graphic animation, which will explain in depth the application and the usage of the slide rail systems. Now this is what we don't want to see: fatal accidents and how easily shorings or trench shoring systems can collapse. If there is no proper shoring, you will just need to Google and click on the YouTubes. You will see some failures and accidents which we all want to avoid. We are very proud to say that SBH, since it is working with this system, is 100% accident free for the last 30 years, anywhere in the world. Pictures of sites in India. Here we see a drainage being done. all very muddy and dirty, but that's the name of the game if you are working in these conditions. Here you see that the system is standing in water, in high water levels. It's not 100% waterproof, and you need a dewatering system if you want to remove the water and work on the ground level. Similar here, you have a high water table and you need to pump the water out in order to get access to the ground. Manholes, quarter. Again, a quite deep site in India. You have around about 6 meter depths here, and very stable, very solid structure. The workers are safe and sound, and they can complete their work with no worry, and the system is 100% safe and secure. Again, a pipe laying job, and by removing or moving the hydraulic struts up and down, you will find enough space to bring down the pipe safely and securely. This one is very deep, about 8-9 meters, and again, a very safe environment, and the work can be done. Here we are nearly completely offshore, just nearby the seaside. Also there's no damage, the metal is holding in the water obviously, and the work can be continued. Here again, very muddy and difficult soil to work in, but the system is performing well and nicely, and the job is completed. This is a very large site, 10-12 meter width, and because of the modular structure, you can always get the extension pieces and widen the width of the construction site. Another picture from a site. Drone view from above. Again, pretty dirty work to be done. Here we see the handling and the maneuvering for the installation of the equipment. Here you see Jogan performing his work as a technical advisor and trainer. Some accessories we always supply, like chains and hooks you need to have in order for the excavator to lift the system up and down. Excavator driver is very important. The driver has to be skillful, and he must be precise in the movements and follow the directions of the technical supervisor. That is the key for installing and removing the system nicely. So another summary before we come to the close of this little presentation. We really tell you that SBH equipment is value for money. You have a number of benefits we have explained. We have guaranteed lifetime of 10 years. We have always training and commissioning on the site. If you are running into any problem, we are there within 24 hours. We even give you a buyback guarantee in case you decide to return the system. And we are assuring you that this is a very unique system in design and structure. And even though on the internet you will find some local manufacturers who are claiming to sell you strong shoring systems, you don't want to work in a deep trench if you are not sure that the shoring is provided by SBH. So without further ado, I'd like to thank you very much for your attention, and we are looking forward to your questions and feedback. Thank you, bye bye, see you soon.